This video is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing is meant to be taken seriously at all. I'm just sharing my own opinions, not facts, of publicly accessible information first made public by the public figure. Please do not go to these people's channels and leave mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, or disparaging comments for entertainment purposes only. What's up, y'all? This is not your average reaction. I'm just a guy who likes to react to health and fitness stuff, usually Girl World. Today, I want to take a look at the newest copyright strike devil, Miss Foodie Beauty. She has struck, I know, at least Garlic Bread and got him demonetized. It's just, and Garlic Bread recaps without using like her videos. He usually just like screenshots like moments. So I think he got flagged for harassment rather than copyright, but regardless, it's BS and we all know it. So I'm gonna take a look at Barbecue Chillin's video of Foodie Beauty's live. I cannot stomach her lives anymore. It is just so boring, you guys, and she's become so smug. She basically is saying F off to everybody asking for proof that she has donated to that child. I just think a lot of things are suspicious. You know, the whole 1,000 USD in Syria, first of all, makes no sense to me. When the average income, let me make sure I'm at least Googling this. Average income in Syria. Between 50 and 100 USD per month, essentially. So like, that's 1,000 USD for her schooling, and usually school is broken up into like at least semesters, like 2 semesters. So that means it would be like $2,000 a year. If things are, you know, standard like they are kind of here. But that just don't make no sense to me. I'm sorry, it just don't. That's way, way, way too expensive. I think she used that child to just get herself a hotel, which we'll find out here in a minute. I was like live watching her the other day when people were trying to figure out what hotel she was at. My dad actually is an architect and has designed like tons of hotels. That's mainly what he does. And so I asked him what his opinion on what the room was, and I'll insert that somewhere over here. Just interesting information, but I think that's all the bases covered. I got my DC ready to react to. I don't know. I think Chantal, I think she's the worst one in Girl World right now. And I know that's like asking which shit smells the least bad.
This is like comparing bullshit to rabbit shit, chicken shit. They're all shit. The question is which one smells the least off.
But like, yeah, I think Chantal's the worst because of the child thing. If she just didn't do the child thing, I would have considered her fairly unproblematic as a girl, you know, compared to these other girls. But yeah, I think she's the smelliest, followed by, God, it's just so hard, right? Which is worse, a PDF apologist? Yeah, I think, yeah, Alexandra Rodriguez got to go in second, only because some of the stuff is old. And I'm going to put Amberlynn Reid at last. I mean, honestly, it's just too, I don't think Amberlynn Reid is a narcissist. I think she probably has CPTSD and she's just extremely, extremely lazy. But it is interesting to see 2, you know, not so good people just, you know, and they're both trying to be like, you're bad, which makes me good. And it's like, no, you're both literally horrible people. And we're just like, we're just learning the information. Y'all think we're trying to figure out who's good and who's bad when we both, like, we all know that y'all are both terrible people. Like, there's no, you know what I'm saying? Let's get into it, y'all. So sorry.
She make it clap, clap, clap. She make it clap, 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 clap.
The same curve. I always run over that. People get it on. Stop the dong. Stop the dong. People get it on. Wow.
that was ridiculous. I may skip some of the stuff just because basically all that live was, she said she went to a hospital, or I'm sorry, she went to a doctor's house because there's probably not like offices or whatever. And then the doctor saw her, wrote her a prescription for a bunch of stuff, and then sent her to the hospital to get whatever she needed.
The thumbnail is wild, carefree, but don't. It's such clickbait. No. Yeah, I've been sick, guys. Like, I've been really sick. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm just keeping the camera off so that the live stream will work. It takes less bandwidth. So for today, guys, while I'm in this area, I'm in rural Syria right now. We're in the middle of moving, so we're staying with people we know until the house is ready in a few days. Hey, Susie. I lost like 5 kgs, but it's probably all gonna come back because I've been really sick. You know. I'm like, oh no, hi Lily. I have to ERBs in like every country I go. But this is not diabetes.
It's really funny how she's like, I lost 5 kgs, which you just multiply that by 2.2 to get the pound. And then we're about to see that she goes to a hotel, and spoiler alert, we find out that she's in Qatar, which is a very developed part of the Middle East. And I mean, the United States has like military there and stuff like that. It's very, very expensive place to be from what I understand. And yeah, she's just popped right up over there. Just, you know, right after giving the child money and complaining that, you know, how do people think that I have money to support all these people, give it to Sasa, and get an expensive hotel, which her hotel wasn't that expensive, like looking, but because she's in Qatar, it might actually be quite expensive, but it's probably like a Holiday Inn, Old Hampton Inn type deal.
He's related this time or anything like that. It was literally just, I don't know if it was food poisoning. Okay, so what happened was we made that Uzi and I did the video for it. So we show up for dinner. Now we had to go pick up the meat, and the meat was hanging in a window, and I thought, I wonder if my stomach, listen, okay, if you're from another country and you're not used to the bacteria in a foreign country, things can get bad.
I've heard this like 4 times.
Not actual doctor lie, obviously, you know, they do what they can here. A hook to, I know it's gonna stop working.
Yeah.
Hi guys, sorry about that. It might cut in and out. So we find a hook to put the IV, because we don't have an IV pole, so you gotta compromise. And so go home, take the IV. Sure enough, it's not dripping, okay? Well, yes, my type 2 is not managed well, obviously. So yeah, I know you guys were right about that.
No one cares!
I have to follow up with that, because I went to the hospital to get my sugar tested, and then some other tests, and like urinalysis and everything. So no drip, so we have to go back, like no choice. Thanks for nothing! The IV thing was out of my hand, like it was out of the vein. So they set up another one in my other hand, and I just stayed there, so it took a while, but anyways. But you know what? Syria Hospital, I will say, is the only place where they've only had they found my vein every single time. No, and like my veins are so hard to find, and especially when you're dehydrated. They just checked my hand. Okay, here we go. Do you know how many nurses it took at the Ottawa ER to find my veins? I know. I told Salah that. I said, they don't usually ever send people home, but when you think about it, what they usually do is they send...
Yeah, that is rough. I don't typically have problems with people finding my veins, but I did have is it called a phlebotomist at a doctor's office one time, and she did stab me like 4 or 5 times before giving it to another nurse. That was rough.
People home on IV sometimes, and a nurse will come do it. But I said, so who's going to take the IV out? And someone here was like, that's easy, you know, no problem. And I guess it is, you know, you just take it out, but you got to put pressure. I don't know. It's obviously not like the West, obviously, you know, but you know what? It seems to have got the job done, because I'm on the mend, so, you know, thank God for that. I feel like I was starting to eat way too much KFG, so moving away from KFG will be nice. I'm not losing my life. You know, what you're asking me, I don't have to do this. And I know I don't. It's just that the Survivor shows, you know, my cat and my husband are here, and the people, you know, we've come to know, Salah's family also, they're like family now, and yeah, it's, inshallah, you know, it's not going to be forever, okay? This is like,
inshallah.
Time where I'm I do, because I'm so spoiled, I feel like, do you guys find that, like, do you guys feel like, look at some of my Kirsch? What do you think?
What did she just say? Her Kirsch?
I feel like, do you guys find that, like, do you guys feel like, look at some of my Kirsch?
I don't know what that is.
What do you think?
This is the dumbest video I've ever seen.
We checked
Okay.
out and chose a school for Sasa with her family. Doesn't she look so happy? She was ecstatic. Thank you so much to everyone who has donated to Sasa. We appreciate you so much. We met the goal and then a bit more. We will have a video update in the near future featuring Sasa, but this will cover school fees, supplies, transportation, and some clothes for school for the whole year.
So the pills I'm on to fix.
So this is the live stream where she is in a hotel. I think it's interesting during this live stream. I mean, obviously she's gonna lie to whoever's watching because, you know, the haters or whatever. But she says that there's no like AC the whole time, and there probably most likely is. And she makes it seem like it's a lot worse than it actually is. She'll accidentally reveal the room here in a second, and I mean, I think anybody with eyes can tell that like it's probably not a motel, you know.
What's wrong? Have given me other health issues, like other stomach issues, like antibiotics. Just
I also think that her eyes look very suspicious to me, and her behavior is a little bit different, but I'm not going to speculate too much.
yeah, man. I don't know, girly plop, like what the future holds. For now, right now I'm by myself. B's in because Salah is he basically, his house is finally vacant after a while. Like people were renting it for like years, 5 years or something, and they've had like months and months of warning about this.
They've been renting it for 5 years. I think Foodie Beauty has been in this area for what, 1 or 2 months max, maybe. And so that means that that family has had 1 or 2 months max to figure out their situation. So her making it seem like they've had months and months and months, I don't think is very honest.
You know, it needs to be vacant. So finally, but they've lived there a long time, right? So it's, you know, there's a lot of renovations that have to take place and stuff like that, installations, stuff, you know.
Sure, Jan.
So it has a really nice big, in Syria, a veranda, they call it veranda. It's huge and it's private. It's like covered in, and there's clothes lines so I can hang my clothes and our clothes. And Julia can bees, supervised, and we can bees. So I'll probably do a lot of my live streams there. I might get some like majlis seating for outside. So I want to be out of the way, and I want to just kind of take some time alone. Yeah, well, it's his house, right, Carolina? They actually have a new place. We didn't throw them out. They've had a lot of time to move. He was very generous with that, and there's no animosity or hard feelings. Like, you know, he made sure they had enough time to leave, so they found a new place. Everything is good, and but it took a while, so that's why it's kind of been delayed a bit. But yeah, so actually that's why it's been taking a while to get really fully started on the real renovations, because he's been so nice about letting them stay there longer than, you know. Yeah, I have a quiet moment alone. I haven't had a quiet moment alone in days. I've been forced to be, yes, a social butterfly. You guys know how I am, right? And I love everybody. Hey, Natalie. Everybody that we've met in Syria has been amazing. So yeah, I am in a hotel. I'm like, I feel bad saying this. I feel like spoiled and
I think it's so funny. From my personal experience, it kind of seems like she's actually seated right next to or near the AC unit, from where they're the AC units and the heating units are literally usually located at like the window at the end of the room, and that is where she is.
and ungrateful, and I don't mean to sound that way, because we were staying in the interim until the house is ready. We were going to be staying. We stayed for a while with, you know, between people that Salah knows. Now the thing with that is that's why I haven't been live. I haven't gotten any cameos done. Number one, where the places we stay are more like the internet is like really spotty. Like we didn't have internet one time for like a whole half day, which I hate saying that, but whenever you're...
I reacted to her vlog that she posted either yesterday or the day before, and it was so fucking boring, y'all. Like, it's crazy how she gets to a hotel with AC and consistently good internet, and then for some reason her editing falls way short and we lose quality.
Is the internet, it's really tough. Like, I just wanted to go live. I just wanted to, you know, and so...
And I was enlightened by a commenter, so I love y'all commenting that the reason, like, I was perplexed.
This is the vocabulary channel.
I was like, why is she not cutting out all these like millennial pauses and just like awkward silences? And it seemed like she was trying to stretch that 8 minutes for whatever reason. And I don't know why people are stretching videos for or whatever, but a commenter said that she was doing it so that she could have like a mid-roll ad. So I was like, oh, that makes sense. Okay.
But also, it's just always visiting. Like, there's no short visiting. If you're from Syria, you know, I think there's somebody from Syria in here, or Arabic culture. When you visit someone, you know, they always have to serve coffee, and, you know, it's like and it's like that all day, like socializing, and there's a lot of noise, there's a lot of children, I'm from a different culture, and I had to say that. I'm like, because Salah is the translator, and I said, you just have to let people know that I'm used to just sealing in a room by myself with my cat, peace and quiet, like most of the day. And I really have been enjoying getting out of my like circle and like doing things. I think that's why I'm like, you guys say I've lost a bit of weight, like a little bit, like, noticeable maybe. I don't think that much, Like in the West, I'm trying to remember when I would have company. I'd be like, do you want a glass of water?
Like, how are any of us supposed to be able to tell if she doesn't step on a scale and she covers her entire body, including her neck fat? Like, how are we supposed to gauge anything at all?
Like, I would just open my fridge and be like, I have water, juice, This is like a whole process. It's really cool. Like you feel like royalty or part of the family. Like when you visit someone, they really make you feel welcome. They're so nice. Like, I can't tell you how like white these people's hearts are, like, for lack of a better term. You know what I mean? Like, they have really...
How white these people's hearts are? Am I?
This is like a whole process. It's really cool. Like you feel like royalty or part of the family. Like when you visit someone, they really make you feel welcome. They're so nice. Like, I can't tell you how like white these people's hearts.
What does that mean? I have to Google that. What does it mean when someone says someone has a white? So it's like angelic, I suppose. It just felt like she was being racist for some reason.
Like, for lack of a better term, you know what I mean? Like, they have really, really caring personalities. It's normal to socialize for everyone. I know, but like for me, I don't know if it's like my mental state and just how I've been conditioned my whole life living. I don't know. I've never been like a huge, even as a teenager, as a teenager or a kid, it's like as a kid, I would get forced to go to birthday parties. Because like you have those kids in your class, it's like custom to invite the whole class, and you don't want to go. I would be miserable. I'd call my mom to pick me up. I don't know. But yeah, it's a lot of staying with me. But when I'm going to be going live when I can. Whenever we're in the house, it'll be a lot better. Now there's AC here, but you can't run it all day long. Like, there's times when you can run it. and then those other times there's fans. But what I like about it here is it's just quiet. That's it. There's no screaming. There's no, like, I just need a bit of a break to just, just decompress. At least some time alone. I can do my lives alone, blah, blah, blah. But I'll still be socializing, but just more time alone. She meant pure hearts. Oh yeah, pure hearts, like white, I don't know, you know how they say black heart? So you love celebrating for other people? I don't mind gift giving. I love being generous. I actually really love it. I like making other people happy if I can, but I just don't like the setting. I guess certain things. It just depends. I don't mind for a few hours, but not like,
I don't know why I've just never heard of anyone describe someone of like, oh yeah, their heart is so white, their heart is so black. Like, I've never heard that.
No, it just like, there's a lot of children. I'm not used to it. That's all. It's an adjustment, okay? It's an adjustment. No, we can't have pets here. But there's someone very special close to us who, I don't know what it is, her magical touch with animals, but Julia loves her as equal as she loves me. And she's staying with her right now. She's taking care of her.
Julia does not like Foodie. I've never seen Foodie and Julia interact in what I would consider a positive way. Seems like Foodie Beauty the cat never really comes to Foodie. She usually has to get Salah to throw the cat on her, or she's picking it up. And when she picks up the cat, it's like she's picking up the cat in a very awkward and uncomfortable way to me. Yeah, she just seems super duper awkward around animals, and clearly she's just admitted to abandoning Julia. So apparently even Salah couldn't even take care of her. So, okay.
So until we get in our house, which will be soon. Please do more outings. Yes, we will. Things are just in transition right now, guys, because it's not like, yes, I want to do touristy things and things, but we're also kind of, we have like a life here, so we're doing life stuff. So it's kind of in the way. Well, money was spent on the hotel, but not Sassa's money. All of the people who are wondering where it is are nobody
Y'all think that's true?
donated. But
Is she, I don't know how YouTube works, y'all. Is she able to get that money in her account that quickly? Like, I'm actually confused. Like, when you go live and get money, is it like instantaneous, or does it take a few days?
all you have to know is basically her school. I put a picture, but we'll have more updates in the future, inshallah. But her school, transportation,
Inshallah.
outfits, whatever else, the family is well taken care of. That's all you got to know. I love the cooking videos, by the way. Like, we didn't make like a ton of money, but it was enough for them. So the hotel's okay. It's not like probably what you would be used to in the West, but it's all right. Furniture is dated, and
Yeah, and then she's gonna flip it over here in a second, and it's I think to most of us it's gonna look pretty damn nice.
Bathroom is, everything
Is some of it dated? Sure, but it actually looks really nice.
dated, but that's okay. I mean, as long as I just have somewhere quiet to just decompress. Is there a trash room? I don't know. Yeah, I didn't really. It's not that I don't want to be around anyone. Well, it kind of is, but not in a rude way. Like, I don't know how to say that without sounding, And even one of the person, hey Pam, looked at me and was like, "Did we not make you feel welcome?" And I was like, "Oh, how do I?" I was like, "No, it's not at all." Like, Syria would be so much harder without these people. So it's not them. Yeah, sometimes you need your space. There's no personal space, and not just that. Like, also for me and Salah, I'd like to be alone. When you stay at someone's house, it's like I feel bad because like I need my CPAP during the night. Sometimes the power goes out. Sometimes like I need like constant rest. I need, and also then like you go to bed late because you're socializing late. Going to sit outside and having shisha, having bizzers and coffee and talking till about 2, 1, 2, 3, sometimes 3, 4 in the morning, and then getting up at like 8. You're just like I'm so tired. Even my cousins refused to drive in Damascus when they came. Oh my gosh, we weren't prepared. We went to like extend my visa there. Oh my gosh, I was just like, I just need.
I thought the story was Salah took Foodie Beauty's passport, left Foodie Beauty at the house, and got all that taken care of. I remember that pretty specifically just because a lot of us were like, why doesn't Foodie have to be there? And some people were even speculating that Salah might have done something with her passport to like, I don't even know what to say. Basically, like make a fraudulent passport for somebody else using Foodie Beauty's real passport. That's what I was getting from that.
Stressed out obviously because I didn't stress. I didn't have to, But it was really and that was very shortly. I think maybe a couple days. That was shortly before they bombed the Umayyad Square, and we were like there. That's crazy. We were picking up this.
Salah was there from your mouth, right?
A friend of Salah's, and then he's like, "Hey, you mind just giving my friend right up the street, because it's the culture, like very common. People hitchhike and people share rides there. It's like very common." So his friend gets in the car and he has a huge rifle. It was crazy, but he was a really nice guy. Like, he was actually in the military, so that's why he had that. Sasa? Yes, well, yeah, her situation is being fixed.
Sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
She definitely looked so happy at the school. Like, so happy, like smile, and yeah. Like, we got to see inside, and then what else? They had like a bunch of like toys, and she was playing already, like just like having fun, I think she needs that environment. She needs like a special type of education for. She needs to learn like just in general. No, she didn't start the school yet, but we went with her family to check out schools. So yeah.
And people are speculating that Salah might be the father of this child, but like I don't know, just like why would y'all go? I don't know.
Like the details and all that stuff. I'm sorry, I don't have much emotion in me because I'm very tired. But yeah, she's been to school in the. I think she's been to school in the past. If I remember them saying, maybe not. I think when she was very young, when she was a lot young.
This portion of the live seems very disingenuous to me. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it. It's just like a vibe.
But not for long, and because it was expensive, so that's how much they said it cost them. And then it's like a rough estimate, basically. So that's why I don't really want to like show everything. Like I was like, why am I, just the pocket watchers are so annoying. Like every little detail, where's this 50 cents going? Like if she's going to school, her transportation's paid, everything is paid. Don't worry about it. And the people who worry about it haven't even donated.
Yeah, and so she says that to like soft launch her when inevitably we will find out that like that child didn't get all the money, then that's when she's going to say, oh, well, I have to keep some money too, like I'm the one who, it's my channel, she's gonna pull some BS like that.
So move on, like you're going to get school updates. She's in school. That's all you got to, worry about. That's what it was for, to help her out, help her family out. I donated and don't need receipts. I'm not saying the amenities I found because people are nuts. Not every charity shows you where every single dollar goes. That's not true. Actually, that's why I don't like donating to just random charities, because you just have to trust them too. You don't know where the money goes. My stomach's been all kinds of messed up.
That's why you should just donate directly to the source, you guys. If you want to help out a child in need, you find a school that needs help, and you know, with money, materials, or your, service and labor, there you go.
I don't think of these things. Like, I can also probably get malaria from mosquito bites. And my foot is covered. Like, if you saw my foot right now, covered in mosquito bites. I had like tons of calamine lotion on them the other day because we were like hanging out outside a lot, You need your own space. Yes, exactly. My mental health slowly starts to suffer if I'm getting used to a new culture. And I know I have to adapt if I'm going to.
I would only trust a fundraiser with a middleman if the middleman was like a reaction channel that had, good reputation for being honest. Something along the lines of like the reaction channel would make a crypto wallet for the donation or something like that, and then people could donate crypto. And this is only because it's in Syria, and I'm sure, it's hard to get funds over there. But from what I understand, they do have phones. So if you have a phone connected to internet, then hopefully you could get a crypto wallet and get helped out a little bit.
Stay there,
But yeah, Foodie Beauty can't have the passwords to this kind of stuff, and yeah, it has to be like she'll link to the wallet, but she's not gonna have any type of access to it at all.
I'm trying my best, and I think I'm doing okay considering, like, I'm being really conscious to be very open-minded and understanding, and I'm definitely a lot more like empathetic and sympathetic with the hardships, but people just really seem happy to just be together, have big families, Anyway, I better go because I see Celeste texting me and he's gonna be home in a minute. I'm gonna go sleep. Thank you, Booger. Bye, guys.
So we think it's best not to share much about Sasa's situation other than that she needs help for school, fees, transportation daily, outfits, supplies, extracurricular activities and trips, etc. We met the goal and are very little over, not much, but we don't feel comfortable sharing how much her school fees are exactly. We had no problem at first, but then discussed it and realized that even just based on this information, some people could find her school potentially. So unfortunately, the less we share regarding those details are for the better. Not for lack of transparency, but for her security. Right. I was going to believe that. We also don't want to provide content to hate channels who pocket watch and make drama for
I just don't see, the only thing a hater is going to do is just verify if there's, if the school is real or not. That's the only thing that they're going to do. I understand the internet. It's like Chantal simultaneously says that the internet is scary with creeps when it fits her narrative, but then when she literally has the child on her live, she's like, no, there's kids on YouTube all the time. It's not weird. Like, it's just a kid being a kid. Like, and then, yeah, she's like, no, we can't show personal information because people are weird and creeps. It's like, no, Chantal, you're just a grifter and a scammer.
From this good deed. We will, however, provide updates throughout the year of her enjoying her time in school.
And like, I don't know if it is exactly what she's saying it is, and it's a good deed. Like, sure, I guess it is, but like, you're also like, it's like self-fellatio. Like, you're just like, look at me, I'm so awesome. Look at the good deed I did. Like, okay, girl.
Thank you to those who donated and trust us with our intentions. Those making issues are being ignored, and as usual, they did not contribute but have a lot to say. Thanks, guys.
Alright, so it looks like she didn't get into the hotel room that got exposed. That might be in the next video, but I'll definitely check that out. I think that's all I got to say about this subject. Thanks for watching. Like, dislike, comment, and subscribe if you want.